had a great week. We're gonna continue with. Um, I think it was in React, right? We done React. It's React and Redux today, right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we finished off the Redux bit. Did React day before that. All right, cool. Today we're gonna continue with this. Let's make sure my audio here is working. All right, okay. Looks like it is good. Um, oh man. Oh, there's adverts up. Okay, cool. All right, we are back. Okay, let's continue with React and Redux. Probably should take some notes here too. I'm not sure if I'm going to add it to the React section or the Redux section, but we shall see. Okay, cool. This series of challenges introduces how to use Redux with React. In a React Redux app, you create a single Redux store that manages. Do you know what? I think I know where to put this. We're going to put this together with the React nodes. I think it's going to be more relevant there than inside of Redux. So let's open this up. All right. So many things. Okay. Okay, it's probably helpful to make a note of that. Did I put this inside here? Okay, that needs to come outside. So there. Okay. Just turn this into heading two. All right, very cool. Oh wow, my computer's not liking it today, huh? Okay, cool. Go to the first. How many we got? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 things to do. And we might, yeah, let's knock these 10 out today and then we can get into projects after that. So what do you have here? The series challenge introduces React. Here's first is a review of some key principles of each technology. React is a view library that you provide with data. Then it renders the view in an efficient and predictable way. Redux is a state management framework that you can use to simplify the management of your application state. Typically, in a React Redux app, you create a single Redux store that manages the state of your entire app. Your React components subscribe to only the pieces of data. Typically in React Redux app, you create a single Redux store that manages the state of the entire app. Your React components subscribe to only the pieces of data in the store that are relevant to their role, and then you dispatch actions directly from the React components. Okay. Although React components can manage their own state locally, when you have a complex app, it's generally better to keep the app state in a single location with Redux. There are exceptions when individual components may have local state specific only to them. Finally, yeah, these kind of exceptions, I'm only going to know about them when I start building projects. So it's good to keep in mind, but at the moment, I have nothing to tie that to, right? There's no experience. Oh, yeah, that would make sense because I've built something and I needed something to be scoped locally, right? So, I mean, they say it here, but yeah, it doesn't make much sense to me right now. And finally, because Redux is designed to work with React out of the box, you need to use the React Redux package. It provides a way for you to pass Redux state and dispatch to your React components as properties. Over the next few challenges, you'll create a simple React component which allows you to input new text messages. These are added to an array that's displayed in the view. This should be a nice review of what you've learned in React lessons. Next, you'll create a Redux store and actions that manage the state of the messages array. Finally, you will use the React Redux to connect a Redux store with your component. All right, cool. So start with the display messages component. So we got class display messages extends react.component. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is there's two things we need, right? Add a constructor to this component and initialize it with a state that has two properties, set to an empty string and messages. Okay, so for that one, right, so we're going to need a constructor that takes props, which then has a super that also takes props. Is it props or prop? Yeah, okay. Boom. And then we need to initialize the state, right? So I think it's set state. Is it set state or is it get state? I look it up. I think it's something like set state, and yeah, that doesn't look right. This still set state. All right, let's go over our Redux notes. Okay, I like how none of them have state in it. Const. Oh, it's just a constant. Default state equals. So it's not here. Okay. const I know you had an array equals const action. So that's how you set the state, but I'm not I can't remember where you put the state in. Does it go inside the class? I think you should go outside the class, right? Actually, no. It should be a state for this component, so I guess. There you go. It says state, initial state. Oh, yeah, it is this dot state. Okay. That's what we need. This dot state equals. Also, that needs to go within the constructor. Okay. Should have an initial state of input, and that should be an empty string, right? And then messages is an empty array. So comma messages. All right, that should be it. Wait, what? Should have an initial state. This state equals an input. That's oh, messages. Yeah, cool. I'm actually gonna try something. Hey, what's up, Bad Cop? How you doing, man? How's your week? What's going on? I want to try something. I'm gonna switch my my view. I'm gonna see if I can share my laptop screen instead. You're helping someone debug a React issue at work. Nice. But you work with React all day long, don't you? That's like kind of like a job now. I think, right? You work with React. Sad but true. And you've come here to watch me struggle with React. Okay. Hang on. Other than that, though, how's your day going? Anything exciting going on in your life? Just coasting onto the holiday, to be honest. Right. Yeah, I think everyone is. Man, I don't know if it was you. You said you're not traveling to your family? Or did I make that up? Am I making that up? I don't know if I said that was true. Okay, I think you did say that. Yeah, you said you wanted to chill because of COVID and stuff. Oh, that might have been during Thanksgiving actually, and not Christmas. But I'm just extending it beyond Thanksgiving. What am I doing? I'm trying to. Okay. Solar Blade Blur. Oh yeah. It's crazy how fast I was looking. I was shocked that Christmas is next week. It's like, what? Didn't COVID just got announced like 2 months ago? It's like, what? Um, alright, okay, let me try this. I want to see if I can share the other screen instead of my big screen. Edit layout, browser source. How do I change it? Okay, you can see that. That should be my laptop now. I want to see if this is more efficient, because I share my big screen normally, and I have a feeling that might have been causing issues with lag and whatnot. So I won't be able to see the chat as easily now with this, but yeah, whatever. We'll put it up there. All right. So what have we got here? So this one's good to go. Okay, look at that, 10%. We've done one already, 10%. If only life was as easy, man. Just add some constructor, create some props, super, and that's it. 10% of the work done. Okay, what are we doing next? React and Redux. Manage state locally first. Okay. First, in the render method, have the component render an input element button, an input element, a button element, a UL element. It should trigger a handler change method. Also, the input should render the value of the input that's in the component state. Okay. The button element should trigger a submit message method when it's clicked. And second, write these two methods, the handler change method. Okay, we'll start off the easy bit first. So what do we need to do? We need to add a input. Why does it not like input like that? Oh, because I didn't add the ending slash. Okay, so in an input tag, input element rather, a button. A bunch of UL, or a bunch of lists rather. Okay, cool. When the input element changes, it should trigger a handle change. So on change equals handle change. I think that's how you do it, right? Oh, this dot. Also, the input element should render the value of the input that's in the component state. Should render the what's in the component state. Okay, so I think we give two of these. This dot state dot input. I think so. If I do that. Okay, maybe not. What will we missing? You know what? I think it's actually better on the bigger screen. There's more real estate. There's more things I can do on the big screen. All right. Changing it up again. 2 seconds. Okay. Now you got the infinite me, which is fun. Screen share. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Reaver 4141. What's going on? Let's run some tests. What are we passing? What are we failing right now? None of them? What the heck? The display messages should initialize with. Yeah, I got no idea what that isn't working. Also, I have a feeling this here is wrong. This.state.input. Oh no, maybe it's right. Okay. I think the reason it's not working is because we haven't binded it to anything, right? So, how do you bind? You go this dot handle change equals this dot handle change dot bind. We're gonna bind it to this component or this class, and let's copy that. No. Submit message. All right, cool. So we got those two things binded. So that means I could type in a message. There's an an input field, state or input field. Okay, so the button should trigger the submit message, which is just on click with a capital C. On click equals some squiggly brackets. This dot submit message, right? And then the handle click should be, well, actually on change, handle change. All right. Let's see which test passed. None of the tests are passing. Why not? What were done wrong? Doesn't make any sense. So you got a div, so it's only a single element. You got h2, got an input field. It's not showing up on here either. Yeah, all of that is good. All right, cool. Maybe it's the second one. Second, write these two methods. Okay. So on handle change, what are we gonna do? Should update the input with what the user is typing. Ooh, so for this one, I think we need action. Should change the input. So this dot input equals action dot value. Right, something like that. It's something like that. I remember, I vaguely recall. Yeah, this will state. Actually, we need an event. It's not an action. It'll be event dot target dot value, right? So that's what the handle change is going to do, and then submit method should concatenate the current message to the messages array in local state. Okay, all right, let's go one at a time. It's too many things being asked here. My brain doesn't work as fast. So submit message. We'll give that an event. So wait, what was the action then? Action dot something. What's going on, man? Who's in the chat? I see 5 people, but only Bad Cop said hello. Come on, man, say hello. Luminosity, what's going on? Kosan, welcome back. And then Reba 4141. And then everyone else, I think it's the bots. I actually don't remember how you do the action stuff. Actually, I think it's on Redux, right? Oh yeah, it was the Redux action. Okay, we'll connect that later. So for now, the submit message, what should it do? The submit message. All right, let's just copy here and then we will code that in. It should concatenate the current message stored in input to the messages array. So basically, messages dot concat this dot state dot input. Is that right? No. I think I need 2 different variables there. Action.type, action index. Yeah, okay. So I'm not doing a reducer, I'm doing a method. So I couldn't do that. Alright, whatever. So to the messages in the local state. So local state is messages. So this dot state dot input. Actually, so it might be this dot state dot messages dot concatenate the input. I feel like I'm missing something big here. What am I missing? Let's run some tests. None of the tests are passing. The display messages component should initialize with a state equal to input as an empty string and messages an empty array. Yeah, that's what we got. Display messages. Okay. There's some error messages. I'm not sure about what is all this. Cannot read property target of undefined. 22 cannot read something. Submit message. I mean, nothing's even showing on the page, right? So if I scroll body or script, that's their own internal some kind of testing script. Hey, what's up, man? Clear and rerun. Oh, you could clear the console. What? Okay. Man. Alright. Display messages, handle change, display messages, render. So those two are the issues, huh? Handle change. Why does it not like it? Handle change. Hey, what's up, bud? How's it going, man? What's going on? But always likes to make an entrance with dropping off a parachute. You're about to land too. Oh, so close. Yeah, I need to sit down, man. This is going well. Started one of the big projects, and nice. Excited to see what you create. You had a productive week then, man. That's good. All right, so okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at my notes and seeing what I'm doing wrong, right? So change. Oh, do I need a set state? So handle change, and then this dot set state, and then one of those. You might be missing some syntactical sugar. Look like one example you looked ahead. Oh yeah. Okay, let me just try this real quick. This dot set state. Maybe it is this dot set this dot set state. One of these. Yeah, I can't do that because I'll be changing the doesn't like, oh yeah, of course, let me do this. I mean, the submit message method should concatenate the current message stored in input to the messages array in the local state. Right, so I'm going to create a copy and then I'm going to new message dot push. Going to push this dot state dot input, and then we're going to say this is the messages. We're going to make that new message array, right? And then it's going to render a bunch of items. Div. I got no idea what I'm doing wrong. Hey, there you go. Okay, you can't have an equal. I know what I'm doing wrong. I know one thing I'm doing wrong. Okay, but that's not gonna. It doesn't pass any test. Alright, let's copy all that. Reset the code. Right. Run tests. Yeah. So this one passes until I break it by adding a bunch of stuff to it. Start with the first error and see what line we get it at. Okay. Yeah, you see what I'm confused about is, so when I was doing the vanilla JS, I knew exactly where. Well, I didn't know exactly, but I had more of an idea on where to put console logs and we can track. But this one is so confusing. Even checking the console, it's like, what is all this? What is all this? Like, I don't know where to look for it. Like, what does that mean? Which line? Vendors? Like, what does that mean? It's like hard to kind of troubleshoot. I got no idea what that means. Start at the top. Alright, let's clear this one again. This one, right? Cannot read property target of undefined. Display messages dot handle change. Target of undefined. What? This dot Nice. Yeah, display messages to handle change. So handle change. Oh, I think that's the missing. The component needs to finish here, huh? You see? Like, maybe not. So that's the component. Where's my component? No, the component is here, right? And the handle submit is outside of that. Is that right? No, it's not. So this here is one thing. This here is the second thing. $64, 22, 22, 22. Somewhere here. I think that means lines 22 and 24 in this thing. So all this stuff. Add handle change. I don't think there's any. I don't know. Does it mean that was the last line before an error? Build error. Open your console. Frame JS91. Return olog args. Yeah, no idea. No idea, man. I got no clue. I mean, looking at this example that is working, right? I mean, it looks like it should. I mean, okay, class. Let's get rid of that. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long night. Okay, let's see. We can do this. We got this. We got this, guys. Class display messages extends component constructor props super props. This dot state equals input messages boom. This dot handle change. This handle submit. This handle submit a bind. You're binding it to this class, right? And then we go handle submit. Which is kind of this submit message thing here. Submit message is a method where we created a new variable called new message, which is basically a copy of this.state.messages, this one. New message to push. Do you know how to step through the code, set a breakpoint, and start going through the step? I used to know that. So when I had it locally on my own VS Code, I knew how to do that. But on this one, I got no idea on this one because you've got a console here, and then you've also got a browser console. And the browser console is just confusing the heck out of me. Like, what is all that? Like, I don't even know what. It's just screaming red at me. So yeah, that's. Go to the top arrow. So this one, right? Top one. Now click what in here? Production.min.js. Click the React. This thing. Yeah. I mean, I didn't write this code. So what is this code? I don't know if this helps me. Console error B. Oh, okay, so library. Yes, it's confusing. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Man, I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna start from the top. Start from the top. Hey, look at that. We have a message. All right, let's see if we can not break this. That would be fantastic. There you go. We said one of them's passed. All right, step by step. What do we need? It's initialized. What's the second thing? The display messages component should render a div containing a h2. A button element. Okay, we can add on. We can do that. A file fails. Restart. Okay. We now have a button. Also, it's super tiny. A UL element. We can do that too. Right. And an li elements as okay. Is that gonna pass the second one? Hey, look at that. The second one's done. 3. Map should be used on the messages array. Ooh. I didn't do that. I did not do that at all. So what I would need to do is basically copy what I've got on my right, which is const message. We'll call it message. This dot state dot messages, because that's the array of messages, right? Dot map. Map is going to be a function that has an element. Right, and that's going to return. It's going to return a list item with what's it going to return? It's going to return the element, right? And then in the li, actually in the ul, we're just going to put in message. How's that? Hey, the third one's passing. All right, fourth one. The input element should render the value of the input in local state. The input, I don't even have an input, so I need to add an input somewhere here. Okay, that's what broke it. This it doesn't like this input thing. Why not? Does input doesn't need a breaking thing? Is that what the problem is? You have an open and closing for input, right? Oh no, you don't. Input doesn't need a closing tag. Hey, Kosan, I think that was our problem. I had one too many input tags. That's a fun problem to have. To the music. Why did it stop? Yeah, I have a feeling that might have been the problem. All right, so Okay. The input should do what? Input should render the value of the input in the local state. So let's do a value equals this dot state dot input. In the local state, the input element should render the value of the input in the local state. The value of the input in the local state should render the value of the input in the local state. This dot state dot input is this thing. Yeah, it is doing it. Okay, maybe it won't do it until I build a. But no, that doesn't make sense. So that's the local state, right? So when I type some gibberish in here, it shows up here. So it is doing it. Is it not doing it? It's doing it. Alright, whatever. We'll come back to that. As long as it's not breaking the entire page. Calling the method handle change. Okay, we do not have a handle change method. So we're going to need a handle change method. But before we can use that, we also need to this dot handle change equals this dot handle change dot bind. We're going to bind it here. And what is that? Calling the handle changes should update the input value in the state. Okay, so set state. Well, this dot set state. Right, and it's going to assign input to. Oh, we're going to need some. Element of target. How's that? Doesn't like it. Okay, so that was the issue. All right, let's run some tests. Sure. Okay. On change, it needs to run the method, which is going to be this dot handle change with a capital C. Hey, look at that! Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ticks in a row. Okay, so now we just need to deal with the messages. The message need to create. Nicely done. Thank you, man. I was so stressed for a bit. Like you could probably feel it across the screen. I was like, "What's going on?" But yeah, the reset helped. The restart helped a lot. Feeling good now, man. Feeling good. Like these kind of pains, I think. I don't know if they're helpful. I think it's helpful. Just struggling through the pain. What do we need to do? We need to submit message. And should add the current input to the messages array. All right, so we did a const new message. equals. So it's going to be a copy of the messages array. Yeah, and then new message dot push this dot state dot input. Right. And then this dot set state. This is a state. So messages will be new message. So this way we're not mutating anything. Oh, and on the button we need to say on click run submit message method. Okay, that broke it. You see it's gone now? So what am I doing wrong? On click. Why doesn't like it? Does it come back? Yes, it does. Alright. Alright. Oh, because I haven't done the binding for that. I think that's the problem. So submit message. No, that's not it. Alright, so I broke all the previous tests. Great. So when did it break? Submit message. Dot bind. Okay. Oh. What did I do wrong? Capital M? What did I miss that? Submit message. Okay. So yeah, submit message, submit message. Submit message. Submit message. Submit message. I think it's in the function. This function. Wait, I'm so confused. So you told me submit message and then you think that's in the function. So I'm doing something wrong in this function here now. Submit message. I mean, that's spelled right. Okay. Let's console log. log something simple after it too. Yeah. The problem is it does not doing anything. It won't log anything because of this. Oh, am I logging the actual browser's console though? Okay. Okay, I think the button on click, it doesn't like the button on click. Why not? Why does it not like that? What am I doing wrong? Button, right? On click equals. I mean, so, all right, let's make this bigger. So, on click equals this dot, it would just be submit message. Why don't you like that? Actually, I think that worked. Well, it didn't not work. So now the console is probably going to work. Anonymous. Oh, because I. Do I have to go type equals submit or something? Does submit work if it's not in a form tag? Great question. I have no idea. I mean, this thing here worked alright, and we're doing the exact same thing. This is not inside a submit form. So this thing is like the input field and the button on click, do that. Clicking the add message button should call the method submit message. So on click this dot submit message, which should add the current input to the messages array in state. So submit message, we create a copy of messages, we push the input. Do you know what I'm? I before I wasn't doing that. I am. Message. Is this right? Message. Oh, messages maybe because I didn't type in S. That might be it. There's one less error. Okay. Feel like we should see that on the console, right? But the console just gives this random gibberish, man. I don't understand what any of that is. Messages is not defined. Okay. That's at least helpful. Messages is not defined. Messages. Messages. Do I need to go this dot messages or something? I mean, I shouldn't, right? Because it's scope of the messages. Scope. I mean, okay, the messages is the state, right? So that should be available everywhere. Because in this method, we did this dot set state input equals this, right? Input being this state, and then directly underneath it, this dot set state, this dot set state. Messages is new message. New message is a new thing we created. I just don't like why it doesn't console log this. It would be so helpful to know if that was actually doing it. Why don't you console log, man? Message is not defined. Act is not supported. I don't know what that means. Put it before and see if it is the const. Oh. You think? Wait, hang on. You mean put it somewhere here? No. What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? Somewhere here? Guessing what if that line is the problem, right? I feel like I'm just playing whack-a-mole, man. Just playing whack-a-mole. Sorry, coming back now. If submit message is where the error, then log in the console message first. Like, irony shouldn't be lost, right? My entire coding journey is gonna be a whack-a-mole. There's lessons to be learned, man. Hidden lessons. All right, okay. I mean, if this thing here works, then it should work. I don't understand why it wouldn't work. Unless we got this one wrong. Excuse me. Oh, because I didn't put one of these, maybe? That doesn't make sense. Then why that would? Okay, submit message. We've done the bind thing. It says binded. Submit message is the thing that runs on click. Hey, where's the new message thing gone? Wait, why do I have message here? Wait, why did I add this? Render items. Okay, yeah, that was for this, right? Okay. So does this work? Yeah, okay, so that, hey, it's given element. It shouldn't be doing element. It should be doing, why are you adding element? Message. Message. You see? Messages. Oh. Do I need to put it behind between the squigglies? There we go. Alright, okay. That was one of the problems. What happened to my new message? Did I delete it? New message undefined. Okay, that's a helpful message. New message is undefined. New message is undefined. Message. What? We just did it here. Messages. Do you see? New message is undefined. Maybe it has a better story in the console. Messages is not defined. All right. Messages is not defined, and also new message isn't defined. So it doesn't like messages, right? Messages isn't defined. Handle submit. Handle change. Hey, look at that. I think I'm missing this. Handle submit will be this. List. Not quite. I mean, we're pushing it here, right? So new message should be fine. And submit message should clear the current input. Okay, maybe that might be wrong. So submit should also input. This does state the message is the map. Oh no, the first one failed when I put in a bunch of stuff in here to test. So I mean that one works, right? All of that works. The only thing isn't working is a submit, because what the submit should be doing is when I click on this, this should be added to the messages thing, and then it should show up here. So the submit isn't working, and it should also clear the input. Yeah. So the problem is submit. Now, why is it not working? I have no idea. Let's look at the last thing I built, ever mutate state. I think this might give us some hints. That's using React, new to dos. Man, I got no idea. We're so close. It's two messages. I feel like it's something so silly. I also don't like the fact that it doesn't tell me on which line the new message is undefined. Also, why is new message? Why is new message? New message should be capital M. Where do we have new message in us with a small m? Wait. Start break. Oh, it broke because of that. Oh, I want to say new message undefined, new message undefined. JS2. Plot 2. Oh, because I'm logging in before it exists. Okay, 23 is a problem. Submit the message. All right, we can try this out. This dot state dot messages dot push. It now says new messages defined. Messages defined. I don't know, man. I do not know what's going on. Message list. Okay. The button on click. Okay. There's a new one right now, which is great. New message is not defined. New message isn't defined. Well, okay. Because I got rid of new message. So where else is new messages? Hey, I think it worked. I don't know why it worked, but it works. Look at that. Look, when I add stuff, it's adding it. The only thing is it isn't doing is it's not clearing the input. Well, why doesn't it pass this? It's doing what it's supposed to do. Right, when I do it, it adds it to the thing and it clears the thing. Right, look, clicking on add message button should call the method, which should add the current input to the messages array in state, right? It's clearly adding it because otherwise it wouldn't display on the page. And then the submit message method should clear the current input. So when I click on it, it clears too. What were the last lines you changed? What did I change? Oh, I removed the new messages thing. So I'm now directly, I'm changing the actual state. I am not, yeah, I'm basically doing what I shouldn't be doing, which is I am mutating the original state. For some reason it doesn't like it when I don't do that. So I'm basically just pushing into the messages and then I'm assigning that to messages. Do I need a set state? I don't know why it doesn't pass the test. It's doing what it's supposed to do, man. Okay, we can actually console log some stuff now too, right? So I want to console log this after. And then I want to do it before to push as well. Okay, before push it was an empty array. After, yeah, you see, it's doing it. So why don't you pass the test? So maybe it does want me to make it so I'm not mutating the original array, right? This thing here. I mean, okay. const new messages equals oh, maybe that was what the issue was. I think that was what the issue was. Okay. I may have just figured out what I did wrong. Let's see. Let's see if my hunch is correct. I think Harold gets it. What's this? Does confuse me even more, but okay. So that's funny. I may have just figured out what I did wrong. Maybe. Let's see. Does that work? Oh, come on, why don't you work? Why don't you work, my man? Come on, man. I don't understand. I just don't. Okay. Hey, let's look at the console logs. Invalid attempt to spread a non-iterable instance. Oh. Before push, undefined. Okay, I don't know why you're undefined, but it seems to work. Let's run some tests. Hey, look, one more pass test. Okay. At least we got one more pass. But the problem is, I don't know why. Actually, I think I might know why. This dot state dot new message. I mean, why are you undefined? Don't know why you're undefined. Maybe just messages. Maybe just messages. Let's try that. Messages is not defined. Okay, that makes sense. So this dot state dot messages. Oh yes, it's undefined because I'm printing this dot state, which doesn't exist. Right, that's why it doesn't work. Or at least that's why it shows undefined. But what? New message is not defined. Line 144. Sorry, new messages with an S. Alright, let's give that one more shot. Boom, boom. Bada boom. Run some tests. Did we do it? Oh. Alright, we're only failing one thing. And it's failing. Submit message method should clear the current input. I mean, it's clearly clearing it because when I do that, actually, maybe I should do it in here. How's that? That might be it. Oh, yes. Oh my god, dude. Kasson, if you're still here, we did it, guys. We did it. You and me, man, we did it. You helped me persevere through an hour and a half to finish this one. Oh my god. Bada bum bum. It was so bad. I see you there just watching me struggle, man. I love it. I could feel your help just through osmosis. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I'm gonna take a quick break because yeah, that just took everything out of me, but it works. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, cool. Let's add it to the notes. That took so long, man. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? You working on any projects right now? Building anything? I know Burst building his blog. What about you, Katan? What's going on? What's the plan? Not trying to be a keyboard warrior, man. You're kicking the shit out of this stuff. All right, thanks. Bad cop about to land in the middle. Look at that. Ooh, 16. Nice. Working on running an Oracle query from. What is that? What is it? Oracle query from cron tab. What does that mean? What are you talking about? Some database stuff, huh? Excuse me, many to one dependencies. What the hell is a cron tab? Cron is a software utility timer scheduler Unix like who what? Actions of cron are driven by cron. Building some kind of OS stuff. This looks hardcore. Apache, something, something. Currently, just like run this thing every so often for me, thanks. Okay. Any specific task you're trying to run? An Oracle query. I have to click on some table records for performance. Man, you're doing the hard stuff. You're doing the hard stuff. Doing the duct tape work, it sounds like. Anything to hold a structure, man. The duct tape work, that's funny. All right. Okay. Let's add this to my notes. Manage state locally first is done. No, this is what you are learning. It's all troubleshooting and Google in most IT jobs. Google is your friend. Maybe you can help me. I don't know, destroy some cron jobs. You see, my MacBook is so slow. All right, so if I go to my activity monitor, I don't know how to speed this up, man. This is eating away at my battery. Look at that. Twitch is taking up 110% of my CPU. And all this. Yeah, and to the thing when I started doing this, we didn't have that. Like, why do I have Twitch here at zero point 0.7 and then also have GPU 62% CPU? 13, does that mean 13 hours? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of sleepy now. When's the last time you restarted? And so I'm a very small brain when it comes to Mac OS. I have found a cheat for this programming from bed. Oh, when I'm sleepy. That's how I solved the bug for the thing because of the lying position. More brain reaches your brain. That's actually how I solved the bugs we had for whack-a-mole because I was on stream as too long, and then I just couldn't sleep, and then in bed I was just whacking away, I guess. I restarted this a couple days ago, so maybe that's a problem. Maybe I should just restart. Oh, that was days. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I should restart it. Do you use a Mac too? How often do you restart your Mac? Activity monitor. Let's see. You're saying that's 13 days, 57 hours, 12 minutes, and 74 seconds. So it's been 13 days since I restarted it. I don't restart my laptop. Yeah, I believe. Well, apparently not in 13 days anyway. GPU time is 56 days now. That can't be right. I think it's 13 hours. Just throw it out and get a Linux machine. Okay. It is based in Linux. Yeah, I want to get the new M1 Max when it comes out, the 16 inches. But has a ridiculous machine that when you were sharing your screen, you had like 20 tabs open, 20 different software open. Um, Mac OS is no Linux is Unix. I got no idea what those things are. Okay, split the hair. All right, yeah, we'll do one more, and then I feel like I should be just sleeping and then waking up early morning and tackling this first thing. Because by this time, my brain is completely dead. Because I already put in like 12 hours, not 12 hours, probably like 10 hours of work. Sleep on the win. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll do one more. We can do one more. We can power through. Go to sleep, come back tomorrow, marathon over sprint. That is also true. All right, we'll do one more and then, otherwise, I'm going to feel like guilty and not going to sleep. All right, we'll do this one. This one seems like it'd be easy. Extract state logic to Redux. Now that you finish the React component, you need to move the logic it's performing locally in a state into Redux. This is the first step to connect the simple React app to Redux. The only functionality your app has is to add messages from the user to an unordered list. The example is simple in order to demonstrate how they work together. First, define an action add and set it to a const add. Okay, we can do that. Const add equals, I think we do add, right? It's the first Redux step. Night, man. Well done. See you soon. You off? All right, man. Catch you later. I'm gonna do one more and then sleep. Uh, but yeah, if you're off, sounds good, man. Thanks for hanging by. Thanks for dropping by. I can't even speak. Thanks for hanging by. What the hell does that mean? Okay. Define add. Next, define an action creator. Ooh, action creator. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at my notes. So bad cop, is that how you do it? You first build React and then you build these steps? Or I guess this is just because I'm learning it. In normal practice, you do both of them side by side or alongside. Okay, requesting data. I think that's the add message. So const add message is a function that returns type message. Oh, okay, so it's not a function. Action. Okay, type equals to add and message equals to message. Action creator. Unexpected. What am I missing? What am I missing? Action equals type login. Const add message. Let's go back to what we initially started off with. Equals that return. What does it return? It returns thingy and it just returns a message. I don't think we need to do anything there. Maybe just there. How's that? No, doesn't like it. All right, whatever. We'll create the message producer and hopefully that will fix Type log in, type log out, return, type add. Where does message get defined? Good question. I have no idea. I got no idea what I'm doing, man. You're asking me questions like I know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to copy my previous answer and see if I can see if I can make sense. Um, so maybe I need to define a default state then, but it's not defined anywhere. Right. Yeah. I think you want message to be an input. I have no idea what I'm doing. What is this? What is the one? First, define an action type. I had set it to const add. Get this done. Next, define an action creator. Add message, which creates action to add a message. You will need to pass a message to the action creator. And are you saying this is to go in here? Is that what you saying? I mean, if I get rid of this cons, yeah, yeah. Look at that, second pass. Awesome, awesome. All right, so two of them done. Number three. Now, then create a reducer called message reducer. Okay, reducer has a. Oh boy, it has a state. I don't have a default state like that. Why don't I have a default state? I don't know. The handles a state for messages. The initial state should be an empty array. Okay, we knew that. So state initial is an empty array. There we go. And an action. That's some kind of function. What's it gonna do? This reducer should add a message to the array of messages held in state. So can I do a set state in here? Oh no. Um, set is React, not Redux. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. This reducer should add a message to the array of messages held in state. How do you add a message to state? You do state.push. Pretend it doesn't exist right now. All right. I'm gonna do an if statement. I have no idea if I need to know. If action.type equals add, then state.push message. I guess action.message maybe. Actually, it doesn't like. Should immutably create a new message on a state. Oh crap. So I think I'm gonna have to create a default state here somewhere. Okay, default state is equal to message, which is an empty array. We can do that. So then I can here go state equals default state, right? Message reducer has to return a state. It has to return a state. No, I don't think that's gonna work because I'm pushing straight into it. Okay, it does work, but it has to be something else, right? So initial state is gonna be default state as an action. If action type is add, um, I'm confused. How do I make it non? How do I make it mutable? Let's see. Const. So this is kind of like add message, right? And I'm doing a reducer function. I don't know if it's a function. I'm doing reducer method or something. I don't know. Reducer. It's a reducer. What's the reducer? Okay, reducer state equals to do's action the type. Okay, all right. Method and function mean the same thing, or they do? Okay. Yeah, there's so many words. Like I keep hearing. I think last time Elfin was talking about, or maybe someone else talking about dependencies and payloads. I got no idea what those things are. He explained it, but I've forgotten already. What's to do? How to do? All right. Although there's only one case, we'll do a switch. State, default state. I have a typo. Default state. Oh, nice, awesome. More typos. Oh, it's because I don't have a store. Is that the problem? Is that the problem? Man, please tell me that was a problem. Redux. I'm gonna pray to the Redux gods. Create store. Hey, look at that. That one passed. Okay, so these two, the store should exist and have an initial state set to an empty array. I mean, it's an empty array right here. Why won't you? Why don't you like it? The store should have an empty array. Store is set to the mutable reducer. State is the default state, which should be an empty array. State.concat. Why am I concatenating it to the state? How the heck does that last test case? So I'm doing it wrong? I have no idea, man. I got no idea. User update status. All right. So I think the problem lies in this one only. I just need to fix this, but I don't know what I need to do. What do I need to do? Your default state is not what they asked for, though. What are they asking for? They're asking for the store should exist and have an initial state set to an empty array. So I don't need to do this. I'm missing a return. I've got a return here, no? Oh. Oh, no, I need a default. Yes. Okay. Is that it? Bad cop, man. You are coming in clutch. Which is why it's very confusing that the last test case passes. Oh man, free code cam is very confusing. So I don't even need that. But I really in really I should be what I should be doing is this, no? Although they don't ask for it. Like this would be what I should be doing, right? Not gonna pass the test because they want it to be an empty array. But like oh I can do that? Right. Okay. That's actually I like that better than doing it in the thing. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I just think it's better to do it like that. Intuitively feels like that should be better. Yeah, state can be whatever you want it to be. Okay. All right. Very cool. That was fun. Struggled, but I think yeah, I feel good about going to sleep now. That was cool. All right, guys. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the help. Thanks for the assist. Even if you didn't directly help me, thanks for being here. So I know his support. Elfin, what's going on, man? It's about to leave. I see you there in the chat. But Ball857, what's going on? Invent Kin, join effort, luminosity still there. Conscious equal clear. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Come on. Yeah, nobody landed. Wow, wow. It's way too far. All right, cool. All right, where are we? Let's see. So tomorrow we're gonna extract state logic to Redux. Isn't that what, wait, that we just did that. Come on, pass the test. Let's go. Things trying to cheat me. Alright, ask me later. So tomorrow we'll do use provider to connect Redux to React, map state, map dispatch, connect. Right, okay, we'll finish this up tomorrow and then what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah, Thursday we'll start this off. Maybe Friday. Depends how I go. Alright, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab some sleep, man. Tomorrow is Wednesday, my dudes. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Well, today is Wednesday now. It's already 2 a.m. for me, for you too. But yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll finish that off, and then Thursday maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I feel like I have like basic grasp of this, but I'm gonna need more practice. Tomorrow is when I wake up. That is true. That is true. Tomorrow is Wednesday. All right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the bed. Catch you all later. Enjoy the rest of the night. Peace out.